welcome back to Raining Cake. My name's Julie, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, then thank you for coming back. I do videos normally weekly on fashion, beauty, lifestyle and travel. So yeah, so again, like I said, lovely to have you here. So today's video is an 8 tips for long haul flights. So what spurred me on is that I've just booked a holiday, I'm going to Hong Kong, and I'm so excited. So it kind of spurred me on to film this type of video because I just thought it would be helpful for others who not suffer from long haul flights or whatnot, but it's just like my tips and how I survive long haul flights. I do them I'd say yearly, lucky enough to be able to travel long haul kind of like yearly. So yeah, I've built up a kind of not a resilient to long haul flights, but just a way that I always adopt, or ways that I adopt to survive them, in terms of making myself comfortable, just like not clock watching, that type of thing, and just ensuring that I feel as comfortable and safe and, you know, just relaxed as possible when on the flight for such a long time. So yeah, so I thought I'd share that with you today, and hoping that you will find it useful. So tip number 1 is to always wear comfortable clothes. Like, I cannot stress enough how it will just make your life so much better if you wore something a lot more comfy. So I tend to always go with sweat tops and sometimes jogging bottoms, because it just gives you that movement and you don't have to be restricted. I hate wearing jeans on flights because I just think jeans, the material is so tough that it just makes like kind of the bottom half of your body like kind of restricted. So I tend to always go for loose pants and like a big like oversized hoodie or whatnot, because you're just traveling and you're not like you're seeing anyone after you when you get off the plane or whatnot. So I mean, I don't know for you, but generally I don't really see anyone when I get off the plane. I just go straight to the hotel or to my relative's house or whatnot. So I just wear whatever I feel comfortable in, even if I look like a slob, I don't really care. And also nowadays airport outfits are one of those things that you kind of plan for that Insta shot or whatnot. So I always tend to just go for either co-ord sets from tops and bottoms, or a mismatch of whatever I can find. And then I always also go for either sliders on my feet if I'm going to a hot country, or just some trainers, just comfy ones that you could just slip off when you're on a plane and put on your flight socks or whatever, and then yeah, and then you're just all comfy, ready for that long haul flight. And it's just so much more easier just to lounge about in comfy clothes, because it's just easy to take on and take off and just chilling. Tip number 2 is to always try, if you can, pick a good seat. So when I'm flying long haul, I tend to always prefer, I mean, if I'm on my own, I always prefer the window seat. I don't use the toilet that often, so I don't really have to get out and disturb anyone next to me. And I just prefer to just like lean on the window and go to sleep. So I would say the next tip to feel comfortable on a long haul flight is to pick a good seat if you can, because it will just make your life so much more easier to have a comfortable seat. Tip number 3, if you're planning to sleep, I would say prepare yourself to sleep, because I always tend to find that if I want to sleep, I can't sleep. Just like on a snap, like just go sleep, I can't do that. I have to get myself into that mood to be able to fall asleep. So I always try to prepare myself by, of course, wearing my comfy clothes, playing some games, reading a book, watching a movie. That always makes me go to sleep, because I'm just in that mood where I'm just like relaxed and just ready to just drift off. If you find it hard to fall asleep on planes, just try and build it up slowly. So by not eating like a sluggish meal before you get on a plane, by just maybe using some aromatherapy oils like lavender and chamomile and stuff like that, and just prepare yourself to relax and loosen your body, do some exercises, just prepare yourself slowly to then drift off. That way you will be able to fall asleep a lot better, and eventually, obviously, hopefully you were to fall asleep for the duration of the flight, or like a good half of it at least. It would just be so much more nicer to be able to just drift off easily. Tip number 4 would be to not take so much luggage with you. I mean, not like your main luggage, your whole luggage you can take as much as you want, like take 3 or 4 luggage, it's up to you. But I would say whatever you're carrying onto the plane, don't just take loads of stuff in your bag, because you end up lugging it all around, and it's really annoying when you have to like get your suitcase off and get your handbag off and like pack everything all back in. Just take minimal stuff, like take a good bag, put like your essentials in, your water, your magazines, your phone, your headphones, just the essential stuff, and don't just like lug so much stuff onto the plane, because it gets annoying after a while when you're trying to look for your passport or look for a document or your phone charger and you can't find it. So just try and keep your hand luggage minimal. Just taking less on the plane just ensures that you're not responsible for everything that you take. Your bag, put it into the top part of the cabin bit, or put it underneath your chair, whatever. It's just that one bag, and you don't have to worry about anything else, and that way you'll know that you've got everything there in one bag, and you don't have to just scramble around for other things or be responsible or look after other things, if you know what I mean. Tip number 5 is, if you like particular snacks, or you know you feel comfortable eating a certain type of food, like whether it's Maltesers or buttons or crisps or nuts or whatever you feel like you're comfortable eating, take those with you, because you never know when you're going to get peckish and you want to snack on something. Or if you're a nervous flyer, maybe snacking will help you not be so nervous, because it's like your comfort food that you're eating. So yeah, so I would always suggest taking something that you know that you're gonna eat, and a snack that you know you're gonna like and make you feel comfortable. Tip number 6 is to always try and move around the plane. So don't be sat for the whole duration just sat at your seat. Obviously you're gonna have to go up and go to the toilet. When you are getting up to go to the toilet or to brush your teeth or to wash your face, try and do some stretches as you're walking down the plane. No one's going to look at you weird, because everybody does it anyway. Try and do some stretches. I don't mean like running, jogging or lunging or anything like that, but just stretch, have a little walk around just to get your circulation going again, because being sat for such a long time does like clog up your body. So always just try and make sure that you get up and move around a little bit. Tip number 7 is to stay hydrated. I know that's just a given, but ensuring that you drink enough fluids is always important for such a long flight, and also up in the air. It just dehydrates you. Being on a plane completely dehydrates you, so always make sure you drink enough water, and also take a few beauty products with you that you can put on your skin to hydrate your skin, because I'm telling you now, flying for such a long time dries out your skin massively. So yes, always try and drink as much as you can. Take a bottle of water with you, ask the flight attendant for some water, and ensure that you have good skincare when you're on the plane. And lastly, tip number 8 is to just relax, because if you don't relax, you're not going to have a comfortable flight. I know it's going to be hard, but if you like I said before in another one of the tips, try and build it up to relaxation. Know where your stuff is. So as soon as I get on a plane, I always try and figure out where my toilet is, where I need to find all my essentials, where I can put my bag, who my flight attendant is, etc. Just to ensure that I know who to go to or where to go if I need something. It takes a bit of time. I always sit down, get my pillow, get my blanket. I don't have it straight away, I always have to just put it down aside. I will then have a look through the movies, have a look through the games, and just try to just chill, because I've never been a nervous flyer, but I do have a routine when I go onto a flight, if that makes sense. I know it sounds like I'm about 80, but it just works for me every single time, and I feel so much more better by following that routine. It just makes flying so much more easier. So yeah, if you can, I'm sure you can do it. Just try and relax as much as possible, because it is the best thing for a long haul flight in general. So that is the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found those tips useful, and if you are going to be flying long haul, like I said, just try and follow some sort of routine if you can, because it really does help. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. If you're already subscribed, then thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye guys.